talking about how my mother looks at Trump like a reality show.
This is reality TV for her.
Well, I don't blame her because that's what it is.
Yeah, that's it. And today,
That's what it is for him. A lot of fun, a big show.
right?
That's what he's about. Your mother's right.
Well, she won't like what I'm going to talk about today.
I probably won't like it either.
You won't like it either, Wendy, because you don't like Trump either.
Oh no! What do you got to talk about? That
let's talk about.
How did we miss this on the news? That you got some info.
Well, let's talk about what y'all do like. Okay. He had the judge finally came back from that case in New York where he had haughty business dealings. He was already found guilty, but they did the trial so that we knew how much money the judge was going to give him. So the judge ordered him to pay.
I know.
To pay $355 million.
Wow.
Now they said it could have been worse. The judge could have given 500.
Oh wow.
So he was actually being kind to him.
Okay.
And they also said he can't practice for 3 years. His businesses, he can't have a business for 3 years
so
in New York.
So if he becomes president, he still can't practice business.
He can't have business in New York City, right?
Even his sons,
right? For 3 years, though, only 3 years. That could have been worse. So it's so many things that could have been worse. But it says here. So again, I'm going over the stuff that my mother was salivating over. A New York judge ordered Donald Trump and his companies on Friday to pay $355 million in penalties, finding they engaged in a years-long scheme to dupe banks and other with financial statements that inflated their wealth. Now, a lot of people don't understand what he did that was wrong. Because they keep on trying to, you go online and you see them and they keep trying to make excuses.
Didn't he lie about?
Well, this is what he did.
Break it down, Kim.
Yeah, this is what he did. Let's use us as an example, right? So you go and you want to get a loan from the bank, okay, on your property.
Right.
All right. Now, you live in a 2,000 square foot home.
Right.
Okay. Now you go and you tell the bank it's 10,000 square feet.
Okay.
Instead of two.
I'm surprised the bank don't ask for proof of that.
Well, this is where he thinks he doesn't matter.
Because he's going to expand.
No, he pays it back. So what do you care whether I said it was 10, 15,
because I can
20?
I can see the argument that it's 2,000. My plan, and I have a little fake paper plan that we're going to expand my property to 10.
No, it's 2. He's saying he's lying because he wants to get a different interest rate.
Okay.
If I give you a loan on a 10,000 square foot property, the interest is going to be different, lower than if I give you a loan on a 2,000 square foot property, right? So that means the value of your home went up if it's 10,000 square feet.
Why would you feel that it's okay to lie a number to get a result?
Because he says it does. This is what Comeover says.
Okay.
Everybody does it. All the businesses do it.
They inflate
and why does it matter if I pay it back? So if they give you a loan for $2,000, right, at a low interest rate,
right,
versus a high interest rate, but you pay it back quickly anyway. Your argument is, what does it matter? I paid it back.
So that's in anything you do. If you say, if I'm stealing it with lying information and I'm going to pay it back, everybody can say that.
Exactly. And but he's saying businesses do that all the time.
I'm a rob from this bank. I'll pay you guys
back.
So
why come at me? Right now. Why come at me for something everybody does? Well, because you run for president.
But he's like that where he's always pointing fingers at everybody else. Everybody else is doing it.
Now, this is where Comeover and the mega people and the people who love him miss the point. Somebody has to pay the difference. And they usually end up putting it off on the rest of us low lives that have bank accounts and fees and all the kind of other stuff. So when these rich guys do all of that, it trickles down to us regular poor people, and we got to pay the difference or pay up for that. So the judge this is part of that $355 million. Because I know he's going to get on air and lie and say all this other stuff. It's simply the interest. They actually calculated the interest between if you would have told the truth versus if you lying. the difference between the two and how much money that would have been. That's what all of this added up to.
That's a lot of money.
168 million was only on one loan. That's the difference.
But so the judge is only saying, though, what he could have been, what he's taken out of the taxpayers' money, or
no, this is all to the bank.
He's paying back.
This is all to the bank. I just gave an example.
No.
If you get a loan and you say it's $2,000,
I need to understand with the example you gave, the judge is ruling on that amount.
The difference between the interest. If you would have told the truth,
square foot, then okay, so he did it that way.
So the only person is really hurting at the people that love Trump is saying is the bank. That means the bank could have got more interest off of you than what they could have. So Trump is always saying, if I'm going to get a loophole, I'm going to get it. If I can get a tax loophole, I'm going to get it. If I can get a bank loophole, I'm going to get it. Now, the people who like him say what you said. How come the bank didn't check to see how many square feet? You just took his word for it?
Right, well, because he's rich.
Or anybody.
Anybody that's scuffling, you notice when anybody who has bad credit rating, bad credit score, they get the higher interest rates, like walking in the door.
But they said they don't check. I guess even regular people. So this is a loophole that he found.
I don't think that's true. I don't think no, that's not true. They don't check him. He's a rich man. Anybody making over certain figures in their income, why would I need to check a man who makes over $500,000 a year? I'm going to check the Noah Woods who only make $50,000 or $60,000. Really?
But Trump really believes that he's right because he's naturally devious. Mm-hmm. He's naturally devious. Mm-hmm. He's devious without thinking. He's wicked. So he really believes that if he pays it back, it's okay because he's devious.
Can I say something too?
Yeah.
But he also sold a lot of stuff. He got more out of it. If something was 10 million, if it was 10 million, he sold it for 20 million.
Oh yeah, no, I'm saying that. Yeah. That's the only part of it, Mom. Yeah. That's part of it. And then they also lied and they wrote their financial statements was not accurate. Like they write, like you know how somebody come and ask you, how much is your house worth? Okay. And you say, oh, my house is worth $400,000. And your house is really only worth $200,000.
Okay.
So you can't lie on paperwork and all this kind of stuff to get loans and sell things and do all kind of stuff when you are falsifying your records. And that's what he did, his kids did, and they did in New York City. But he's saying everybody does it. Why are you coming down on me?
So this should be a spotlight, not just on him and the situation he's dealing with. Banks now need to get themselves together with how they handle business, because now they've been out on what's the word when you tell on someone?
Yeah. He exposed how a lot of rich people.
But you know what? You hit a nail on the head. This man is in our lives to expose.
That's what I'm trying to tell y'all.
I don't care. Wendy, I told you what that guy was on The View, that Christian guy who was a PK, his book that's out. He said, we got to understand as Christians, when God opens the door for this man to not be touched, because God holds the king, the heart of the king, it is in God's hand. Mm-hmm. So let's just say, for sake of argument, the final person in office is this knucklehead man. That means that we all as believers need to sit and go, okay, God, what are you trying to say to the people? Because God judges the church first. Mm-hmm. And if God is allowing doors to open for this wicked man to be in office, he has a purpose.
When he was in office the first time, what he showed me is that America is not in control of anything. First of all, I thought Dr. Fauci should have been in charge of the whole thing in terms of health. Mm-hmm. I didn't think a president should make a decision about health. Sure. So it showed me how messed up the system is. Then he did the whole thing with the bleach. And nobody was in control in America. America was out of control. It has no control, could do nothing. Yeah. So God showed me that we think we're in control, but we are not. What he's going to show me this time, I don't know. That's why when I prayed last week, I said, in case Kim is right, the one thing I can stand on is no matter what happens, God's got me because I'm anointed.
That's right.
And the Bible says, touch not my anointed.
That's right.
There you go, Wendy.
And think about it this way. There could be a possibility, and I hope that I'm right, that he doesn't become president.
Okay.
All this year is a year of exposure. That's what I'm saying. By him even going through all of these trials and all of these women coming out and and people are being exposed. You talked about it with the Cat Williams thing, about how you liked how he said, everybody's being exposed. 2024.
Diddy and T.D. Jakes.
Everybody.
Even Fonnie.
Yes.
Fonnie's
Fonnie. Even Fonnie.
We wouldn't know about her sleeping with homeboy, having dinner. Did she pay for this? Did I pay for that? Until this man right here,
exposes everything. And he's going to drag everybody down with him.
Oprah Winfrey and Tyler Perry.
Thank you. And Taraji, they're not getting paid enough. Now we're learning, like you're in the acting, but you're in theater. Black actors, even Erica Alexander comes out even in a professional way. And says the same thing.
Everything.
Black women, black actors are not paid as much as white actors.
So 2024
exposure
is the year of exposure. So even if he doesn't win, let's hope he doesn't, we still got a whole year, which is up to November, of the year of exposure.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. He's
exposing a lot of stuff. Now, his sons were recorded. They have to pay $4 million each. Mama like that.
Wow.
The daughter don't have
No, I told you Ivanka got out of that. She was like, y'all not dragging me down with you.
Oh, Ivanka was okay.
$4 million barred. They're barred from being officers of New York companies for 2 years. His former chief financial officer, the guy who handled the books, he has to pay $1 million.
Wow.
Now, what does this all mean? Does Donald Trump, first of all, people who look at his record say he doesn't have the money. He doesn't have the cash. You could be a billionaire, but cash is what you have to have, which means you got to foreclose some stuff. You got to close some homes down. You got to sell some stuff. Some people laugh and thinking he might have to put Mar-a-Lago up.
Ooh. Did Michael Jackson put up his little...
Michael Jackson put up Neverland.
Mm-hmm.
So, because he didn't have any money.
Yeah.
So, Trump might have to put up Mar-a-Lago. Now, for those people who are mega people and Trumpsters and all of that who think that he doesn't have to pay anything or whatever, no. In order for him to appeal, he has to put the money up as a bond.
Otherwise, he can't appeal.
And it has to be cash.
Because it has to go towards
it. It has to go towards it. In case you lose. Right. It pays out automatically.
There we go.
So he said he's going to appeal. So he has to come up with 400, well, whatever. Yeah, because he has the 83 million for Jean Carroll. And then he has this money, almost 400 million. We got 20 million other cases that's coming against him. Stormy Daniels is a criminal case.
Okay.
But there's probably going to be some civil charges there too.
Okay.
So, and there's people waiting in line to sue him. There's cities waiting in line. New York was first.
Uh-huh.
Chicago's coming up.
Uh-huh.
So he's going to be forever being sued. Now,
Texas.
What makes you guys, who I know y'all don't like Trump, and this is my mother.
She's listening too.
Trump's media merger with the company DWAC. Now, the last time I read an article where Trump was getting involved with a merger with a media company, it was like $15 a share or something. And I bought some shares. And then one day, I think it went up to like $100 or something a share. Mm-hmm. People, anything he's in, they run to it.
Right.
Okay. Now, everybody's going to be on with their people Monday morning trying to get shares of DWAC.
But I thought it's closed.
No.
The stock is closed.
The government allowed the merger between Donald Trump and the merger of DWAC, which is a media company. Mm-hmm. He wants his own media company because he wants his own way to put out his news.
Right.
Now, they say that his take could possibly bring him in $4 billion a year.
Oh, no.
Look at my mother.
You have to pay it out.
No, this is just him lending his name. Remember, his whole life, he has been taught, just lend my name to something and it'll make money. I don't even have to be a good businessman. I'm actually a moron when I run my own businesses. But when I put my name on something like Trump Tower or any of these things, they make money. So Monday morning, I looked at the stock. DWAC in the last whatever weeks was like $12 a share. Today I looked at it. Y'all can look at it. I think it was like $40-some a share. Monday morning, that's going to shoot up more. He's probably going to make even more than $4 billion off of merging with DWAC. So I know y'all looking for him to be broke and
but you know what?
Destitute, but he's not.
Let's not worry about that because you're right. Again, like Wendy's saying, whatever door opens, we know God is in control. I love the word of God when he says he takes the foolishness of man to confound the wise. God probably is going, man thinks that he's going to fall because of the money. I got another way to bring this man down.
If that's what he wants.
If that's what he wants.
Yeah,
let's just say if the door doesn't open for him to become president and he falls really heavy on his face, because the bigger they are, the harder they fall. We know God knows the details and the intricacies of man and how man thinks, how man operates. Because even when we were talking with my aunt and them about you even said it, the details, the timing when Jesus came, you were saying the very specific things that happened to him with the crucifixion.
Oh, yeah. And
how it parallels with Adam and the beginning of man falling. God is so specific.
Exactly.
That man looks at, oh, he has to lose his money to fall.
No.
Oh, he has to go broke to fall. We don't know. Or he can get saved. He can get saved and filled with the Holy Spirit. What, Wendy?
Am I being unrealistic? Is prison off the table?
Is who?
Prison, jail, prison. You're laughing at me. Oh, my God.
I don't know.
My mother like, yeah.
That's a good question. I don't know.
You don't have to go to prison. He just loses all his money.
Mama thinks prison.
Here's the thing.
Losing his money is like prison to him.
A president of the United States has never gone to prison. I don't think that he would go to prison. I think he could be found guilty. I think he could be exiled.
What about in-house? What about staying in the house?
I think he would leave first. That's what I really believe. I think he would go to a country that they can't expedite him, and he'll live there in some billionaire estate or something. That's what I think. Now I could be wrong.
It's a good question,
but we don't know. He's on uncharted territory here.
Yeah.
Now it says the funding partner for Trump Media and Technology Group said it has received regulatory approval from securities regulators that would allow him to proceed with the long-delayed merger. See, they was even trying to block his merger. That's why the people voted for him. They feel like he's an underdog and everybody's coming at him. The combination could provide former President Trump with a stake worth almost $4 billion. So he's laughing because he's sitting here going, the stock isn't even there yet. So you can't take money that I don't have yet. But in about a year, I'll be worth another $4 or $5 billion.
Right.
So, and his daughter, Ivanka, and her husband raked in billions of dollars when he was president from Middle Eastern countries, Saudi Arabia and everywhere. So
has anybody seen Ivanka and her husband?
She came to testify, remember, and then she went away. She was like, I'm out of here.
That was it. Okay.
Yeah. So I don't know. So just so y'all know, he loses and he wins. The only trial, this is why I was so upset with the Fonnie Willis incident, is the only trial that he could literally go to jail for is hers. It's the only one. That's the state trial. That's not federal.
Level. Okay.
That he could literally go to in Fulton County Jail.
Ooh, not that cell that the black guy was in.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
But they were talking today that they're not going to take that away.
Well, we don't know, Ma. They're speculating.
they may let him go, but not her.
Yes, my mother's speculating that
And
they
by
saying
her appearing, she helped herself. They didn't want her daughters didn't want her to come on court because they already knew she was going to win.
Okay.
Okay, but she came on to get her name set right.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. And you heard the women on The View.
They was liars.
You heard the women on The View. They got mixed views on that.
Yeah.
Kim and I even spoke about our mixed views on it. That's great, wonderful. And we said the good thing about it is like if they ex him and keep her, because it would make sense. She's very strong.
I think
in this
one of them
case.
got to go at least.
It'd be at least him, because or if they make her a prosecutor on the case because she has so much information, it would be surprising if the judge just let her keep both of them go. That would be very surprising. But because, again, hopefully she's learned from this because this is the year of revealing. This is the year of uncovering. So, Fani, hopefully this has humbled you, even with the church behind her and praying for her, that she's going home and she's going to be humbled and she's going to go, okay, God, I get it. I'm going to allow you to lead and guide me and not get into other things that could cause this to be messy. So
all right.
We don't know.
Monica says, you have to realize Trump is white. Folks getting credit what they want. Yeah. We black people, they treat us like dirt. Emerald says, salutations and happy Friday. Salutations to you. My mother laughed. Monica says, yes, he is going to jail.
Monica, you right, though.
Monica like Wendy. She's sick of Trump.
You go, Monica. You go, girl. You
She's
go.
right, though. We can talk until Jesus comes
and
back.
Something else. That TV thing you said Trump's trying to get a TV station. Look at how they treated Byron Williams and Tyler Perry when they tried to get one.
Right.
They treat us so different.
It's white privilege. It's even white privilege, unfortunately, in the house buying market. You got to get a white family to pretend to be that's friends with the black family to go and sign that paper to get that house for a lower interest rate, whereas the black family was quoted a higher one. But even with him going through the bank's doors, anybody, like I said, that's rich, now,
let me play devil's advocate.
Go ahead.
Because y'all hate when I do that. The black people like Louis Farrakhan and the other ones who support Trump, a couple of them probably have had...
Whoa, wait a minute. Louis Farrakhan supports Trump?
Yes, Google it.
Google it, girl.
He even spoke on it with his own mouth.
Yes, he does.
I saw the video.
No. He supports Trump.
I saw the video. He says yes.
That's trivia we should have had you look up.
But let me tell you.
But why?
I'm getting ready to tell why.
Okay.
I think that he's met with a lot of them, including like Ice Cube and all of them.
Now, Wendy ain't gonna sleep tonight.
Now,
I'm just teasing.
all the stuff you just said, Lenore just said about having to have a white person to come to get a bank loan for a house. All of that. You don't think he knows that, and he's saying, I know exactly how you feel. I know how you feel when you gotta go in and lie and do all kind of stuff to get it. I'm telling you, that's what he's probably saying. He don't care. As long as he makes money, he don't care.
I am too, because this man is privileged. He is white privilege.
Farrakhan doesn't care to be connected to a racist?
No. They don't say that Trump is a racist.
But he is.
Look,
they don't see him that way.
They don't see him as a racist.
And they see how he thinks business, how he thinks policies.
They're liars. They see it. They're liars, or they're blind.
Yeah, that's why I was telling Kim that.
The truth cannot be hidden. It is what it is. So either they're lying or they're stupid.
Yeah.
Because it's obvious. That's the truth.
Yeah. I told Kim, I said, when I do meet people that support him, I do ask the question, give me your reasons why you support. Some people have legitimate reasons. They may say...
Farrakhan is not just your average person. I can't believe it.
I know. He's a higher up name, and he has a lot of more, you think, people following him and look up to him for direction and clarity.
They're looking for him. They're looking.
He calls the white man the devil.
They're looking
so why
for
would he
him.
be Trump?
Well, who else he going to do? Biden? He's still white.
Either white
but
man.
He calls the white man the devil.
So which white man you think he gonna vote for?
He's not gonna vote for Nikki Haley. He ain't gonna put a woman in office as an Islam. No.
Look, I'm thinking about not voting at all, really, and I never said that before.
Well, he may not vote,
Or just do local.
But
Vote local.
he just he vocally said, he outwardly said.
Now, the thing that people are coming to Louis Farrakhan about is the video that they show him endorsing Trump is from the first time that Trump ran.
Oh.
So they want to know, as of the first time that he ran, he has not come out and said he changes from the first time.
Oh, okay. So this is the first time.
To be fair, this is from the first time that he ran.
Because remember, the first time, they need to be clear on that. Because if they're putting it out there that he's still supporting him on this second run, that they need to be clear on that. Because I do understand
he needs to be clear. If somebody's saying that,
he needs to come out.
He needs to be clear on that, because that really twists my head around. I'm in shock.
I do understand the first time, though.
Now, somebody wrote this. They're not sure why people like you, Wendy, are shocked that Farrakhan endorsed Trump. He's a militant anti-Semite.
Yeah.
He supports dictators around the world, like Gaddafi
and Putin.
He doesn't like the LGBTQ.
No.
He don't support abortion.
Nope.
But he calls the white man the devil.
But who's
the other? He calls him a devil.
Is a full, unless it's a black person, he got to vote for one.
He got to vote for one of them.
On a full, he's a conspiracy person.
Yep.
He needs to be quiet. That's what he needs to do.
What else did they say? They naming a whole list of stuff on why it would not be that far fetched.
You know what? That one. I am totally turned off.
So let's find out. Write Louis Farrakhan and find out.
I will.
Does he still in 2024 support Donald Trump?
Because
I'm going to write him in. I'm going to call him at the mile. I'm going to leave a message.
Because in 2018 he did.
And we understand the first time, because a lot of churches did too. They were out.
I'm thinking I must be dreaming. This is a dream.
Louis Farrakhan thinks that Biden is going to allow young people to have operations as transgenders. He probably don't support any transgender.
They were saying that
he probably thinking, I got two of them. Which one is worse?
They were talking about Putin's update with the Tucker Carlson interview with Putin. Mm-hmm. And another thing that I was telling my sister what Putin said is he's actually pulling for Biden. He says in his dictator mind, this is my opinion, that he said Biden is predictable. Mm-hmm. I'd rather work with Biden because I know his moves. He says Trump is unpredictable. So I told my sister, I said, apparently nobody said nothing about that.
I said, that's
Trump okay?
But I said, you actually are endorsing him by saying that.
Well, for that reason you are, but on the other side,
who wants your enemy to call you predictable?
But he didn't say it in a positive way.
I'm just saying.
I get it.
Emerald says, so there may be some truth behind his money issues. But he has been bankrupt 6 times already. He is like a cockroach. He just won't die. She says, ladies, I only have one question. Who do you believe is the best fit for those 2 seats in the White House? Oh, gosh. No matter the side, who is the most...
I don't know.
Not voting.
I don't know.
Oh, God. You know what,
I don't know. That's a hard one, because I was even looking at Nikki Haley. How far is she going to get, even in this race? Because if he gets, hopefully, justice is done.
You know what,
and he is pulled out, she will probably be the main person for the Republican face.
You know what, just so everybody's clear, I've already checked out. I've checked out already with the presidential.
What do you mean you checked out?
Both to me are horrible. Biden to me, both to me are horrible. Biden is horrible and Trump are horrible. To me,
what do you mean when you say checked out?
Checked out means it doesn't matter to me whichever one of them wins.
But don't say checked out like you're not going to vote.
Oh no,
that's what we mean.
I'm checked out because I'm not going to vote. And I never thought I would say that ever, but I'm not.
I'm going to vote.
Oh, heck yeah.
Because you got local people too that you need to vote
And this Black History Month, I've seen too many documentaries with people
I'm
getting
fed up.
killed and murdered
So you got to vote,
to
Wendy.
vote.
I
And I
said,
see when they
as
do
I said, I never thought I would say
I know.
that.
Just
I
leave it
never.
blank. Just leave it blank.
put in a Mickey Mouse.
Put
Do
Mickey Mouse
something.
or something.
Exercise your right to vote though, and really look at your local.
I'm gonna put in there. I'm gonna put
office.
in there Jesus Christ.
There you go. Vote for Jesus.
You know what?
And you know what? He might win.
And use his Hebrew
Yeah.
name, Yeshua.
In the last, was it Nevada? What was the one where Nikki Haley? People wrote in nobody.
Nobody. And nobody got more votes.
Nobody got more votes than Nikki Haley.
Nikki Haley. Yep.
So put in Jesus. He might get more votes than
Yeah.
everybody.
But you know
I'm gonna put Jesus in there. I'll do it. I'm not kidding.
that's a good question. And until then, I'm not revealing who I'm going to vote for until the final election. Because primaries, I don't really go for
You know
primaries
why?
because we're not any political office.
If I have to, if you put my arm
Or party, I should say.
if you put my arm behind my back, I have to, more than likely, I'm pretty sure, I can't 100% say it, but I'm pretty sure if it's Biden and Trump, I'm voting Biden. Only because Trump is a lunatic.
Like Putin said,
Yeah.
he's unpredictable. You got
devious
one
lunatic.
dictator mind saying that man is unpredictable. If he makes it in office, he may even wake up and say, I don't like Putin anymore.
The problem
So we don't even know.
The problem that I have the only problem I have
Biden.
with him is that he's a lunatic.
Oh, Trump.
Yeah, as far as probably getting
Why
stuff
you say lunatic? I don't think he's a lunatic.
like you don't know what he's gonna do. He's unhinged.
I don't think it's lunatic.
Then
though.
what's the word?
I think he.
He's a lunatic.
I don't think. Well, look up the word lunatic.
What's
What
the
does the
word?
word lunatic
Because
mean?
He has no boundaries.
Yeah.
And
I don't think he's a lunatic. He does
and he's
definitely.
devious.
Y'all
He
talking.
does
He's
definitely.
devious and he has no boundaries.
He definitely fits the dictatorship mindset and
What is your definition of a lunatic?
self-absorbed.
What is your definition of a
Narcissist.
lunatic?
He's a narcissist.
It says the definition of a lunatic: a person who is mentally unstable, often characterized by erratic behavior, irrational thinking. He's a lunatic.
Then you're saying Putin
He's a
is too.
lunatic.
Yeah.
And
He's a
Kim Jong-un.
lunatic.
Yes, they're dictators.
I said they're narcissists.
He's that too.
They're both.
He is a narcissist. Everything revolves around
my
him.
mom said a psychiatrist has titled him as a narcissist. They
Yeah,
didn't
that's
say
one thing. No, hold on, honey.
We
You
gotta
can have
be
more
both.
than one
You
thing.
can- you can be
Okay.
both. You can
Yeah.
be both.
Don't. You can be
You
both.
can be both.
Well, then he's a wise lunatic then.
All right.
Come on, y'all.
Why?
No,
Lunatic.
because
Ain't
look
nothing
what
Just
wise
gave the
about Donald
definition of a
Trump.
lunatic.
No, I'm saying
Let me read it again.
call whatever
There's
you want to
nothing
call
wise
him.
about Donald Trump.
Call whatever you want to call him. For him to be doing what he's doing to Fonnie
Let's
Willis,
read it again.
and he's probably got people feeding into his
Okay.
ear to say, hey, you need to do this. Oh, that's a good idea. I'm going to do that. So I don't know.
Do you need me to read it again?
No, because
Okay.
I don't think for me, that's not my opinion of
All
what
right.
he is.
Well, that's your opinion.
But it's the
Okay.
truth.
And
He's a
mine
lunatic.
is
I say he's a narcissist.
He is that too.
But you can be both, Lenore. You can be a narcissist and be a lunatic.
Yeah.
Most narcissists are lunatics. Most
Hitler was a
narcissists are
lunatic.
lunatics.
He was
Yeah,
crazy.
Hitler was beyond, yeah.
To me, he's
I don't think
almost along the lines of Hitler.
I don't think it's the same. I don't think he's
All
like.
right, whatever.
I don't think he's at the Hitler stage.
Yet. But another 4
That's
years.
a lunatic to me, you
All right,
guys.
okay.
That's the extreme.
All right, Lenore.
That is
Well,
my God.
Lenore, they're
All right.
different levels.
That's your
There's different
opinion.
levels of
All right,
lunacy.
okay.
That's you and
But
Kim's
most
opinion.
narcissists
I
are
don't
lunatics.
agree.
Okay.
I don't agree.
Okay.
I don't agree with you, Wendy. I don't agree with Kim.
All right.
I don't
Move
call him a
on.
lunatic.
Move on.
But that's your opinion. Apparently,
Yeah,
you must
moving
call
forward.
Farrakhan one because if he
Moving
supports
forward.
him.
Hold on.
I agree with the three psychiatrists.
As Tim would say, moving
Hold on,
forward.
Wendy.
Okay,
My
okay.
mom is giving her input. What
The
now?
three psychiatrists that's on television.
What did they say?
Yes.
No.
Yes, I believe he's a narcissist
they didn't say
too.
lunatic.
There's three layers of it.
But
There's three
most
legs.
narcissists are
Hold
lunatics.
on, Wendy.
That's
Hold
what you're
on.
not getting.
Mom's talking. Hold on.
There's 4 layers.
4 layers of
And I
narcissists.
think he covered all 4.
Well, Kim is saying that the lunatic is one of those levels because he's a narcissist.
I didn't say that was one of those levels.
No, you're thinking he's a lunatic
I
too.
did. I said it.
Look into it.
God.
For areas of that.
Are you and Wendy agreeing with each other or no?
We agree with each other.
Then you said he's a lunatic.
I did. I said he's a lunatic.
That's fine.
But Lord, what I'm trying to say to you, I worked in mental health for many years. Many years.
Oh, it's too much.
Almost
You want to be on the show or
7
not?
years. And I'm telling you right now.
She keep rolling in here and saying something. What?
I'm telling you right now, that a narcissist is usually a lunatic.
Okay.
Yes. Or they can turn into lunacy.
I think they can turn into one. I don't think
And
he's there
then there
yet.
are different levels of lunatic. I don't think he's up to Hitler yet, but he's definitely at the bottom of the pole.
All right, what, Mom?
Okay.
Can you and Wendy look it up when you all get off television?
She just looked it up.
We just looked it up.
4 layers of
I know.
A
There's
narcissist.
different layers of narcissism.
We know that. But
I got it.
mom is like with me. I don't call him a lunatic.
Okay, all right,
level.
whatever. Okay,
He know what he doing.
oh, Jesus.
I think a lunatic is a little mental. Like they out of there.
I think he's mental.
No, I don't think he's there. He's not all the way out yet. Kind of like King Nebuchadnezzar when he becomes an animal.
I didn't
That to me is a Nebuchadnezzar. I'm just saying, to me, that's a lunatic.
All right, whatever.
Animal behavior. You can't do nothing with them.
I literally read the definition of what it was.
Read it again.
Oh, gosh.
Oh my God.
I literally.
And then that's what
Generally
definition is.
refers to a person who is mentally unstable, often characterized by erratic behavior and irrational thinking. Now, there could be levels to lunacy.
That's what it is.
There's levels. You act like he barking like a dog standing outside. I ain't saying
Do me a favor before we move on and look up the word narcissist.
All right. I know what a narcissist is,
Let
but I'll
us
look
read
it
it
up.
on the show. Yes.
All right. The world revolves around them.
So maybe we're talking about a behavior, and then one is about the mental state. You think that's
It
what
don't
it
matter.
is?
You can have both.
No.
A narcissistic personality disorder is a mental health condition in which people have an unreasonably high sense of their own importance. They need and seek too much attention and want people to admire them. People with this disorder may lack the ability to understand or care about the feelings of others. He's absolutely a narcissist. Yeah, I agree with that.
But like you're saying, every narcissist is not a lunatic.
No.
See?
No.
But you guys are calling him one.
A lunatic to me is somebody who's off, a little crazy too.
Ooh.
Like they might be like, there's aliens sleeping underneath my bed and other things.
See, you going into the
they kind of off. He's both to me.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Okay.
Kanye to me is a narcissist.
Kanye is sick too.
Well, yeah, he probably has another disorder.
Yeah.
So
yeah, he
bipolar or whatever.
Yeah.
All right, so let's keep going.
Go ahead.
Monica says Jesus will always win. Emerald says I may be only voting local elections. That's what I said.
Yeah. Definitely.
I refuse to give either Biden or Trump my vote. I agree.
Definitely do your local.
I might end up doing that. It hurt me to core to say Biden, so I might not even put his name down.
They was trying to get Killer Mike when he was on The View to give his opinion on who he was.
He endorsed Trump.
No, he said, "Don't lie on me."
So what did he say?
He was fixing that up. He said, first of all, he didn't answer it because he said, "I'm not voting right now, and I'm not telling y'all who I'm voting for." Thank you, Killer Mike. Wait until November.
Look at my face.
No, Killer Mike is right. He said, y'all need to look at y'all local levels. Some of y'all don't even know who your mayors are, who your state representatives
are. But who is he voting for?
He didn't say. He said, right now, I'm not going to give you guys any answer on this level. It's too crazy now.
All right.
And I get what he's saying, y'all. For people to be asking us in the month of February,
we don't know
who we going to vote for these two men.
Right.
And Nikki is still trying to hang on.
So we don't know.
I don't know.
She says he's unhinged.
You may hopefully get some wisdom come November.
Okay. She says he's unhinged.
Yeah.
Okay.
For now, yeah, it could get worse for all of them.
Emerald says, "I love your hair, Wendy." Did you hear that?
Thank you. I needed to hear. I needed to hear that. Thank you.
She says, thanks for entertaining my question. Have a great evening.
We sure
And
did.
Justice says, hey, ladies.
Hey, Justice.
All right, y'all. So
Okay,
moving on, because I'm sick of talking about him.
Well, you brought him up.
But not arguing over whether he's a lunatic or not.
That's your opinion.
All right.
That's why I like The View. The women at The View, they don't all agree with each other. Gosh, I love
Anymore.
that. Yeah.
Can I tell you a joke?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, go ahead.
Only lunatics think Trump's not a lunatic.
Oh, see? Uh-oh.
Isn't that funny? Ha ha ha.
No. And I could play the dozens, but I love you.
Right. Okay, Rachel.
But I get it. That's funny.
Rachel Dolezal. Rachel Dolezal